welcome back to my channel. I just woke up and there's going to be a schooling show at the barn. I am doing beginner novice, I think, today. I don't know, I'm so tired. I'm really hopeful it's gonna go well. It is just a schooling show, but it's still really great practice for me. So I'm really excited. So wish me luck, and yeah. I almost forgot, this is gonna be our second time running beginner novice, so I'm excited. I'm very hopeful that it's gonna go well. You'll have to excuse me, I'm still waking up a bit. It's pretty early, but I'm gonna get dressed, I'm gonna get to the barn. It's gonna be proper, you know, eventing style, dressage, cross country, then show jumping. Hopefully everything goes well. I'm also kind of helping run the show, so there's not going to be much commentary from me on the ground during the show. I will just comment over the rides. Hopefully we can get videos of everything. If we can't, it's going to be really unfortunate because, once again, everyone is going to help run the show because this is an at-home show, which is going to play to my advantage, hopefully. So, yeah. Fingers crossed. The only thing I'm really worried about is everyone I know is going to be doing like cross-country judging, or they're going to be on horses themselves, or they're helping other people because some people are riding multiple horses. So I'm, knock on wood, hopefully we can get videos of everything. And yeah, I'll see you guys there for my dressage test. Okay, here we are with beginner novice test A. This is my second crack at it, and I ended up getting, I believe, a 30 point something? 30.7 if I remember correctly, which could be wrong. My memory is not great all the time. We are still struggling with a little bit of the relaxation, but if you have seen any of our videos before, you know that we're actually a lot slower this time around than we have been in the past, which is good, because what I like to do is just go, 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 go. You're gonna see him moving his head and chomping up and down a bit. That's not because I'm pulling on him, that's because he's trying to settle into my hand and I get anxious, so I tighten or I release a little bit instead of just staying the same, which is something I'm working on. That actually wasn't a terrible transition. Yes, it went above the bit, but overall I'm not too upset about it. As you can see, we have a nice, even, rhythmic canter, which is what we're looking for. Now, my first time I ran this test, the second canter circle, I did biff and almost forget to complete it. I don't have the same problem in this test. As you can see, we're getting a little tight, but not terribly so. Compared to our last tests, we're getting so much better each time, which is what is important. Now, there is still quite a bit of tension, which is partly me, but also this is just a new relationship, and so that also kind of increases the anxiety a little bit on my end, less on his end. It's really a me thing, which I will say loud and clear. And we're just doing a trot circle, very nice, very easy. Well, you would think very nice and very easy, but I'm an anxious person, so it gets in the way. The geometry is pretty decent. I mean, we're missing our corners a little bit, but it's not the worst. And we're gonna pick up our second canter transition. As you can see, that one was much nicer, much more fluid. We were a little scared of this wall because there were noises happening, but we're pretty good. I should really push him forward and pick him up more with my legs, I know, but hindsight is 2020. We do have a much more cohesive picture, which is really nice, because I could pick him up and muscle him through it and it would look fine, but the reality is that's not how dressage should be done, in my opinion, and so I try to do it the correct way, even if it means it takes me longer to get to my destination. Here's our free walk. It's pretty good. We're a little tight on the left side. We've started doing a whole bunch of stretching and stuff to help strengthen that. And we're not actually that much tighter, but it will definitely look like that because of the 2 whites. It makes him look, his 2 feet being white makes it look like he's not reaching under himself as much as he is. Now, is he tracking up as good as he could be? Absolutely not. But we're starting to get the essence of him tracking up, which is good because relaxing comes first, then the rhythm, and the tracking up comes with the rhythm. So we're working on it. It's hard because if it's at home and in a lesson, I'm great at it. It's the minute I get in a show ring. But the entire test was pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with it, and I think it was a very fair score that I got. So I was so happy with it. Now we're on to the cross country, everyone's favorite part. So the property is a tad bit hilly, so it's important to remember we're not going to look at all of it. I did end up going clean with 0 penalties though, and this property does have a rated show that I'll be doing in October, and hopefully, fingers crossed, moving up to novice. Now, me and the person above me were the only people who did not get any penalties in this division. So I ended up second. Everyone else had a refusal out on cross country, which is unfortunate. He's seen these jumps 100 times before though. He was actually a little standoffish at jump number 2, the bench jump, but besides that, he was really, really good. And we had a good pace, and we were uphill, and it was just a very good time. And I love him so much. So I'm back, and someone did record my show jumping round, but the file got corrupted, so we don't know where it went. So I did end up going clear though. So this was my first run at beginner novice where I didn't get any penalties or anything like that, which is super exciting. While it is only a schooling show, everything was still up to height and stuff like that. We're gonna run beginner novice a few more times before we move up to novice. But because I didn't get my stadium round, I wanted to throw a little something extra in there. So this is some videos of me and Cav jumping a beginner novice novice course. So some fences are novice height. They'll kind of go up a little bit towards the end of it. But yeah, just figured I'd throw that in there. So this is a very technical beginner novice course. So it's going to be very, very bendy. Now all these jumps are set at about beginner novice, and once again, this wasn't at home show, so this was the same exact arena that we would have been jumping in. As you can see, we're jumping everything super clean, no issue. And then we pumped some of the jumps up to novice sized. So we did actually measure these. These were 3'1" So 3'1", 3'2", so a little bit bigger than novice sized. And as you can see, we struggled a bit there. We're gonna struggle a bit on this bendy. I got sand in my eye. So I was pretty much just putting my leg on, pointing him at the fence and praying. Now I slowed us way down here so I could get the sand out of my eye and get going. Now this jump, we're gonna biff because I just didn't have enough, but he saved me because he is such a good horse. And yeah, I mean, I'm just so grateful that I have the chance to learn from him. And then this is beginner novice size, just because we started getting a little tired and I'm not going to be jumping novice for a while, so we popped it back down a little bit. Not because I had issues, we did actually jump the novice size again and perfectly clean and clear. Didn't get that on video, of course, but super proud. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you want to follow our journey as we move up the levels, subscribe down below. If you have any questions or any comments or anything like that, put them down there. I love to read them. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much. And remember, the world's dangerous, so don't die out there.